What's your name?
My name is Brunilda Leon.
How do you spell your name?
Brunilda-Leon.
I'd like to ask you about topics of immigration in New York City. Do you live in New York City?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived in New York City?
Over 25 years.
Where were you born?
I born in Dominican Republic.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
How did you become a citizen?
Well, I came here because my mother brought me here with a green card. So 5 years later, I applied for citizenship.
How long did it take you?
To get a citizenship, it took me like from 8 to 9 months.
Yes. Do you remember any of the things that you had to go through to get that citizenship?
Well, I had to go to some studies about history of the United States and basically about government issues like politicians, senators, president, how many presidents, assemblymen, all those legal issues, the government and history.
You've been here 25 years, so you could tell us a lot about maybe even the changes in immigration and what it's like to live in New York City for 25 years.
It's interesting living in New York City as it was because it's a very diverse. It's a very diverse state. When I came here, there was not too many people speaking Spanish. Most of the people had to speak English, and I see now it's kind of easier with a different and multilingual state that is New York.
And how is your whole family here?
Yes, it's my family's here.
Okay, a lot of different members.
I have my sister, my mother, brothers.
Any children born here?
Yes, one of my kids born here.
Okay, that's great. What do you do for a living?
I work in a company doing like a shop steward for the union, and I do a janitor services for commercial buildings in Manhattan.
Okay. What union are you affiliated with?
Affiliated with ACIU International 32BJ in New York.
Okay. When I was interested in interviewing you because you were involved with a hearing held by the city council on January 25th that was related to immigration and related to some new laws, 982 and 989, that related to detaining people that were undocumented and deporting them if they found out they had a criminal background or not. If they encountered the police department in New York City, they were detained and deported immediately. And you went before the city council under City Councilman Drone and actually shared with them some of your opinion. How did you come to decide to do that?
Well, first of all, I'm a member of the union 32BJ. Our union is really concerned about immigration reform, and I also am very concerned because I have friends that are illegal, or let's say undocumented, in this country. And they've been through a very difficult days because they cannot get their residence or citizenship.
So we would call people like you possibly advocates for people that might not be able to speak for themselves. Do you know people that might have been hurt by being detained or deported personally?
I don't know personally, but I know people who just have been through deportation and the children taken away. So I know people who went through that. So it's really that's really hard because there's dividing the family.
Immigration, and particularly undocumented undocumented people in our cities and in our country is a really big topic today. President Obama is dealing with a lot of the policies and issues and for immigration reform, and so is the city. Do you have any kind of opinion of where the country is, like with Obama's initiatives? Is he going in the right direction, or has he done anything that you think was going to help the situation?
Well, I think Obama is going to the right direction. He had commitment to the people that he's going to push in immigration reform, and he's doing it. So I have faith, and I hope that he can get a solution for those problems, along with the House, and that they can, help him to build a bill that for immigration reform that being, fair to those people who needs to be a citizen or document in order to stop the persecution that they have against them.
Well, it's interesting you use the word persecution. You're someone that came into the country according to a traditional means through your mom, and you also went through the process of becoming a citizen, and some people that are undocumented decided not to go that route. Do you think it's fair to you that they should come in another way, in our reform of immigration?
To me, I don't think I have to think about fairness. What is fair to me is that they are here. They came here because they couldn't come here with green card like I did. They didn't have that privilege. If they would have that privilege, they would be here legally like me since the beginning. I think after they are here, they should have some solution for them, because this is a country is made by immigrants. So because they are also immigrants, starting with the pilgrims, and the history of this country is based on immigrants. So still more immigrants come here because they think that is the promised land where they can fulfill their American dream, and they can do better life like I do, like many people do. That's what I think.
Do you think, I mean, you understand how tight it is in terms of jobs and money in New York City right now. Can we, in New York City, just invite everybody that's possibly here to stay? In your mind, is there any structure that needs to be part of the immigration reform so that the taxpayers who end up, like yourself, paying for everything can afford to do that? I mean, is there a structure for immigration reform in your mind that makes sense?
Well, to me, that's, as a matter of fact, that could help, because if they have a immigration reform, those people are going to have a job legally, not the way that they do now, because the corporation and companies employ them with whole less salary, and they're not paying taxes from them, and they don't do contribution to the IRS. This is my country, and I came here when I was just like 25 years old, 26 years old. And when I was there, I was dreaming we have to come to the United States, to have the American dream. And when I came here, I came as a single with child. My child was like 3 years old when he came here. And I get a job. I had to hold the 2 or 3 jobs in order to succeed and support my child. I never went to welfare. I say I don't want to do that. I went to college. I studied some English, and made me feel more secure about myself and about my future. And the greatness of my life came when I get a job. Then I joined to the union, because the union gave me a security in the job, health care, a pension, and a lot of things, a lot of benefits that I would never have unless I got a union. So I feel so proud of my union, because really I know that without the union and no college degree, I wouldn't do what I had done, what I accomplished today. And for all those reasons, I mean, I think I'm being blessed, and because I really accomplished almost everything that I want.
You said that you also are a businesswoman. Is there another profession or business that you're involved in?
Yes, besides that, I work part-time real estate. And I know how to do it, and I've been looking doing that too, and I make some money doing real estate. And
you live in East Elmhurst. Are you a homeowner or?
Yes, I'm a homeowner. I have a home, and that I feel happy. This is the American dream that I really fulfill. That's the dream. That's a part of my accomplish things that I accomplish, and that's the way that I achieved my goal. When I came to this country, I need to get a job. I need to save money, and because I want to buy a house, and I need a car. And I have the house, and I have the car, and I have my kids.
Ms. Leon, last summer you participated in something rather historic, the Obama campaign, which was Virginia, a battleground state. Can you please describe that experience?
Um, yes, I participate in his campaign. Virginia is a big state, and it's a very complicated about election and choosing presidencies. Um, but unfortunately, we did good because we won the election in the state. But it was kind of a bad experience dealing with those rednecks people and some of those who hate black people or who hate Obama's. But we find a way, and then it was a good experience, convincing people and telling who Obama was and what he wanted to do. By doing that, I also get in contact with a lot of people who want to know about what election means and what they can do to help. So, and we register them to vote, and also we tell them to go to help, and some of them they went to do a volunteer work for Barack Obama. And it's just a state that people is really divided, black and white, and it's still going to be like that. It's part of the history. But because the work that we did there, it was really worth. We won the election, and I was there for 3 months. I enjoyed it. It was a wonderful. Meet a lot of people there. There's a beautiful state, and it's beautiful people. The one that I was talking to, and it was a very good experience. And I feel so happy to do it. If I have to do it again for another candidate, I will do with no question, because that helped me to grow up as a citizen, as a person. And I prove one more time that I can do things that is kind of hard, but I can do it.
Did any of the immigration issues come up while you were in Virginia?
Some people, yes. Some mostly Spanish people, and some people are from Africa. They were worried about immigration and hoping and thinking that if Obama win, they're going to have a immigration reform. And I think this is one of the from that time that they start asking and dreaming on that, and then Obama trying to help them, because they say, we're going to vote for you. We vote for you. Now vote for us. Give us a citizenship.
Okay. What was the reception of people? Did you have a little bit of an accent? Did people react to that or mention that at all?
About my accent?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but they like it. All of them, they say, I like your accent, where are you from? Again and again.
Well, that's good. Well, we all know that the battleground state of Virginia was very pivotal for the election, so you are part of history in that undertaking, and we can only applaud and admire you for taking citizenship to such a high level. And again, you're not someone that after 25 years is just laid back. You're actively involved in civics and government and advocating and speaking your mind and kind of doing the things that are supposed to be done, by all citizens, and we would have to commend you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.